Hi peoples, today I'm going to talk to you about lower back pain and coach you how to avoid lower back pain. My name is Ammar, COPA practitioner and a pain specialist from CT Clinic. Lower back pain, it's a very complicated pain to deal with. Why? Because it doesn't matter what you do, you're sitting down, you're standing up, you are using your lower back muscles. Therefore, when you have a severe bad back, it doesn't matter what position you are at. If you're lying down, if you're sitting down, you will not find a comfortable position because the muscles at the lower back are weakened. So today, I'm gonna coach you how to avoid further pain onset or further pain aggravations by going through all the postures in your daily life. Standing up or walking for a long time. So if your job is standing up or walking for a long time, unfortunately it is not really that much I could advise you with, apart from do your stretches in the evening. Try to do the master stretch every single night just before you go to sleep, which are, you could find it on our channels, CT Clinic. Sitting down. So sitting down in a bad posture are very, very bad. What you need to think about is bad posture means the spine is not straight. So if you slouch to one side or you slouch to another side, or if you slouch forward, then you are causing a bad posture and you are asking for trouble. So it's very important to make sure that you sit straight with a 90-degree angle. I'm not trying to sell any recliner sofas here, but the best sofas ever will provide you this when you come back from a long day of work and you want to relax, is the recliners. Why? Because it makes you slouch without a bad posture, because the actual sofa is slouch for you. And I'm not trying to sell recline sofas. I've got no interest. Driving in a long period without a good posture might cause you a lot of problems. So I'm going to show you now how to do a driving in a good posture. So let's go for it. Hello, I'm going to talk to you now about how to have a good posture while you're driving for your lower back. Okay, so imagine if you're driving like that for a very long time because of your work. What is the good posture to do it? So if you're tall like me and look at the space between your elbow and the actual the hand supporter or the elbow supporter. So if I wanted to lean this way, what I'm doing here, I'm slouching onto one side. So what you need to do, just have a one cushion there and just put it underneath your elbow, so to make sure that you actually driving straight. Because definitely if you drive for 3-4 hours, you're not gonna drive this way. But if you have the cushions on the right and left, then you will be driving like that for a long time. Otherwise, even if you slouch that way, so you're just doing the same. So what you're doing is with the spine, you curve in the spine and that causing a middle back. Okay, so it's very important to keep your head, which we talked about that, your head supported by the head supporter, your whole back is resting on that head supporter, and you drive safely. Thank you. Picking things up from the floor. As most of us knows that you must bend your knees when you pick up things up. Why? Why do we have to do this? Just you need to think about your lower back is like that. So it's got that curve there. So when you don't bend your knees, all the pressure, whatever you're actually carrying from the floor, you're actually just putting a pressure on a small part of the muscles. But if you bend your knees, then what happens is your actual muscles, the whole muscles will take that pressure. And the lower back muscles are very strong muscles. But unfortunately, when you just put in a small pressure on just the small parts, then these small parts become tight and stiff, and therefore pains will occur. So it's very important to bend your knees. Training. A lot of people think if I go to the gym, I run 3 times a week, then I shouldn't have any lower bad back, which is nearly right. Now, if you just run once a week or twice a week, but a light running, then if you do just the stretches, you should be okay. But if you run more than that, if you train hard because you just want to improve your body shape for whatever reasons in the gym 4 or 5 times a week, you just need to imagine that yourself, that you training as hard as the professionals. Now, I am sure you know that footballers, any different sports people have injuries all the time. Why? Even though they do this, all the stretches, they have the medical attention, but they still actually have that lower back pains. Even though they get looked after, they got the right diet, the right water intake, and they still have injuries. Why? Because this is what you call a repetitive move. So therefore, a very hard stretches are very, very, very important in each session. If you do not have time to stretch, my advice to you, cut the time of your gym sessions. So make sure you are doing your stretches. Otherwise, always remember, you're asking for a lower back pain. Deadlift. If it's up to me, I will ban deadlift for non-professional people and some professional peoples. The reasons why, I am gonna dedicate a whole video about how bad is the deadlift and how it affects the lower back. So subscribe to our channel and you will see that video very soon. Sleeping. If you sleep most of the times on your side, then you need to put a pillow between your knees or a towels. If you sleep on your back, then you need to make sure there's a foam roller or a pillow underneath your knees. And I'm gonna show you this later. However, but if you sleep on your front, please don't, because that is a really, really bad posture. Your shoulders, that will hit your shoulders, your neck, your lower back. So my advice to you, I can't really advise you on a good posture or not. So I'm gonna show you now how to do these in a right way. So when we're talking about a perfect pillow, as I said before, there's no perfect pillow. However, I invented a little bit of adjustment locally in my house if you want a better pillow. So if one pillow is too low and two pillow is too high, what you need to do is use this towels. So if you think you just want to raise it a little bit, to do is put that towels like that and then a pillow on the top of it. So it's not movable, then the pillow is perfect. If you think it's still low, then you fold it and it becomes thicker and then you'll use it. Okay? And I think that would be perfect. Now sleeping on the side in a correct way, I'm just gonna go over the neck again, okay? Make sure the pillow height is right. And then after that, just for your lower back, you have to bend your knees and then just above a little towels or maybe a pillow between your knees. And that will make the space right on the actual spine. And that is the correct way. Now, doing the sleeping on the back, you need to make sure the pillow again is thin. So for your neck pain, and then after that, your lower back, you behind your knees, you put a foam roller or maybe a pillow or maybe just a towels for that knee, just to make sure that that knee has to be on this shape. Because when the knee is in this shape, then the back is straight, so the muscles are relaxing, so they're having a rest during the night. That sounds a lot to go through. So it's like I am restricting you in a lot of things. I am not doing this at all whatsoever. What I am trying to do is to show you how to avoid pain. Please don't take it for granted that, well, I could get away with this, or look, I've been slouching, sitting down for 10, 15 years, 20 years, and you might get away with that because your muscles are stretching, your constitution are good, but you have to be careful with the lower back pain. Trust me, you don't want to experience this. But if you have that lower back, you have to believe that it's treatable. I have treated many peoples, and we have all these testimonials on our channels. But now, if you have that demanding job, if you have that physical job, so my advice to you finally is to actually stretch and do a lot of stretches, and also have a sessions once every 2 weeks or once every 3 weeks with a pain specialist, just to make sure that these muscles are still online and still like a stretch and healthy. So if you need any more information, please get in touch with us. Otherwise, please subscribe us, like us for more videos. I'll see you in another video. See you later.